Welcome to Scriptural Snapshots, brought to you by Living Faith Ministries in Kaiser, West Virginia, where we bring the living Word of God into your life. I'm Pastor Gordon Brubaker. We're talking about the land of liberty, and I won't reread it, but there was a Harvard study that came out basically, and this is 2011, basically condemning July the 4th celebrations for liberty, for the freedom, the birth of this nation. And I raised the question, it's like, why do people think this way? Why is liberty such a threat to people? Why is freedom of speech such a threat? Remember when Elon Musk bought Twitter, now known as X? You got to say it that way. This is how the world is today. It's so stupid. But anyway, he bought it. And the first thing he did, he says he's going to restore freedom of speech to the platform. And the left went berserk. Now, why would they go berserk when he says, I'm going to allow people to speak. I'm going to allow freedom of speech. Now, he calls out people if they lie. He just did that this week as I'm broadcasting this. He just called out someone that posted something that was an out-and-out lie. It was against Donald Trump. And he said, that's not true. That's not what he said. And you can't prove it. And he says, you can post it, but we're posting the fact check along with it so that people know that this is a false statement. And people got upset. Now, why would they be upset at that? Because they want to control what people say. And when you control what people say, you control what they think. They don't like liberty. They don't like freedom. They don't like this. They think they want to run the world in their own little shadow box, and they don't want anybody to think outside that box. This is why they fear the concept of liberty. They fear the concept of God, because where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is liberty. They fear these things. Now, it also confirms and reveals that the reality that liberty is a God idea. Because where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is liberty. But if you remove the Spirit of the Lord, you removed an idea, a concept of liberty and of freedom. There are many cultures that do not have a concept of liberty. There are cultures in the world today that do not have a word for freedom, do not have a word for liberty. It's not in their thought process because the concept simply doesn't even exist in their religion or in their culture. And I think that's a shame. This is why they fear the gospel of Christ. I add to this that they don't have a concept of liberty to be free, which literally is to be free from bondage. And I would also add slavery and oppression. You know, we're all concerned about the reparations for slavery in the United States of America. Now, I'm just going to say this and try to move on. If you want reparations for slavery in the United States, which was a horrible thing, it was a sin. There were 600,000 people that died to set the slaves free on both sides. If you really believe in reparations, I am not going to take you serious till you stand up to current slavery going on today. When you go against the nations that actually have slaves, that actually are slave trading today, when you go against the porn industry and child sex slavery that's going on today, until you come out against those as violently and convincingly as you are for reparations, I don't believe you. I just don't believe you. Why are you so upset about something that happened over 100 years ago now? 130 years or so. I can't count it up in my head real quick. But why are you so upset about something that happened 130 some years ago, and the same thing going on today doesn't bother you? There's something wrong. And what's wrong is you don't like liberty. You're trying to convince and force and everybody else to pay to you, but you don't care about anybody that's living today. You don't care about others. See, these concepts of liberty from freedom and liberty of freedom, liberty from slavery and oppression is always a threat to the tyrant. It always threatens their motivation. It threatens their power base. It threatens what they can do. Because when you introduce a concept of liberty, you can't control people, because the Spirit of the Lord gives life. And life comes and flows from the Spirit of God. Oh, I don't have time to go into this. But just think about this. This is so awesome, so important to understand. nations are in bondage today because they don't have Jesus Christ. America was founded in a unique posture, in a unique idea of a concept of freedom and liberty. And we need to hold on to that and not yield it up to tyrants and to people that want to steal our liberty. I'm Pastor Gordon Brubaker. God bless you.